Welcome to Sunrise Strong. My name is Jess. For any of you who maybe are joining me for the first time or hopefully are returning yogis, so I thank you for showing up today, for just showing up for you, being on your mat, taking that time for yourself. Super important, especially any stresses you may have going on in your life, or just to take the time, really just to do your body and mind some good. So if you want to go ahead and if you want music, I've linked some playlists for you you can listen to, or if you have your own music. We know with YouTube there's just lots of rules, so not going to play any music in the background, but you're definitely more than welcome. I have my AirPods in. I just like to have a little music going for my flow, so I'm going to listen to some music while we do this, and you can go ahead and set that up if you want to. Equipment wise, I'm already sitting on a block, but blocks, if you have them, we're going to do some seated series in the beginning here, just to kind of open up your hips. We might also use them to just in some of the different poses for some alternative solutions to some of the poses. So if you have a block, use that. If not, when we are doing any of those other modifiers later on, you can always use a water bottle, stack of books. For now, if you don't have a block just for sitting, you could use a blanket and prop it up under your hips. You could use a pillow. We can get creative here, right? So that's that. And then a towel, if you get sweaty, which I kind of hope you do. But also to put under your knees. We are going to do just a little bit on our knees in the beginning, so it's always good to have that little layer of protection there if you need it. I think that's it. So if we're ready, go ahead and find that comfortable seat. Your legs can be crossed. They can always be out straight. If you like more of a butterfly shape, you can take that. And then we're just going to close down the eyes. Your hands can rest on your knees, maybe they're in your hip crease. Just bringing that full relaxation into your body. Taking this time to just unwind, release anything you've been holding on to. In this moment, not worried about what happened before this or what's to come. Just being totally present in the moment. We're going to start the practice by just taking a full body scan. From head to toe, see how you feel. Notice any areas where you're tight, where you may still be holding on to something. Not creating any kind of judgment around it, but just trying to see if you can release those areas of tightness during the practice. And now bringing awareness to your breath. Maybe you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you want to build some of that heat, using that Ujjayi pranayama, that victorious heat building breath, where we breathe in through the nose and back out through the nose. Making that ocean wave sound in the back of your throat. All just options here, just seeing how your breath feels. Trying your best not to create judgment around anything you do today. Just being okay with where you're at, what your body's doing. And together we're going to take a nice big inhale, reaching arms all the way up. And interlacing those fingers, pressing the palms up to the earth, up to the sky. And gently side bend over to the right. Inhaling through center. Exhaling over to the left. Just nice and gentle to begin with. And through center. And releasing those fingers, re-interlacing behind your back. Really pressing up, opening up through that heart. And bringing those hands over to that right hip, looking over that left shoulder. And back through center. Hands come over to the left, looking over the right. And back through center. Release, taking those hands back to those knees. Cycling through a breath or two. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach arms up. Interlacing those fingers, pressing palms up. And with an exhale, bending over to the right. You can make it a little deeper this time. And you can look under that top arm if it feels okay on your neck. Or you can look down. And bring it through center. Exhaling over to the left. Again, getting deeper here. Really elongating. You can look up and under that top arm. And inhaling back through center. Exhale, release those arms, re-interlace behind your back. Press those knuckles to the earth. Lift up that chin if it feels okay on your neck. And bringing those hands to the right hip, looking over the left. You can stay just looking over that shoulder if you want to look up. If it feels all right on your neck, maybe you look down. Just getting some different movements in that neck, slowly warming it up. And through center. This time hands come over to the left, looking over that right shoulder. Again, stay just looking across your shoulder, or you can look down, maybe look up. Just adding that movement through the neck. Seeing how it feels in your body. And returning to center. Bringing those hands to your knees. We're just going to remove the block or the blanket if you have it. We're just going to take some big circles, continuing to warm up through our spine, rotating in one direction, and then reversing it in the other. And then just coming through center, taking some seated cat-cows. So we're going to round that spine, scoop in the belly. And exhale, lift up the chin, shine your heart through. And again, chin to chest, scoop in. Exhale, scoop it out. One more, round that spine, tuck the chin. And exhale, chin up, chest forward. And returning to neutral. We're going to take right hand to the right, left is going to reach up and over, and left comes down, right comes up and over. Again, right down, left over, left down, right over. One more time, right down, left over. We're going to hold here. Maybe you look up and under that top arm, really reach those fingertips out. And use that arm to sweep you around one more time. And then we switch, left down, right over. Again, just holding here, really reaching those fingertips. Maybe you look up and under that top arm. And using that arm, scoop you up and over. And back through center. Go ahead and open those eyes. And bringing those, coming through table, hands and knees. Just gonna go ahead and put this towel under my knees. We're just gonna cycle through 5 breaths through cat and cow. Taking it on your own pace. And feel free to add any movement here. Really making any movements you do intentional. Listen to your body, see what feels good. Taking 2 more breaths. And on your final breath, meeting in that neutral spine. And we're going to push up into our first downward facing dog. Very generous bend in the knees here. Working on getting that belly back towards those thighs. And bring it forward, setting our knees down. Lower all the way down to our belly. Taking 3 variations of cobra here, coming up on those fingertips, gently lifting, baby cobra. And with an exhale, setting it down, walk those fingertips to the outside of your mat. You're still up on those fingertips, lifting up that baby cobra. And coming back through center. Returning your hands back flat, right under those shoulders, lifting up baby cobra. Maybe you lift those hands to engage that low back and lower it all the way down, coming through our box and taking cat-cow. And from that cat, pushing back, downward facing dog, we're still in that generous bended knee. Inhale, bring it forward, set the knees down, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, lift up fingertips. You can stay with the baby cobra or lift higher. Lower it down. Walk those fingertips to the outside of your mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Bringing those hands back into that neutral cobra. Taking it to your variation. Again, maybe you lift for that little challenge. And exhale, release. Pushing back into our box. Taking that cycle one more time. Cat-cow. Now in that cat, using that, push you back into that generous bend. in the knees. And use that inhale you forward, setting those knees down. Lower all the way to the belly. Inhale to fingertips. Exhale, lower. Fingertips walk outside of the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Returning those hands back, taking your cobra. Last time for that challenge. And bring it back through our box. Just take a child's pose. We're going to keep this one active. So hands are placed down on the mat, but your forearms are lifted. You're engaged through those shoulder blades, really squeezing. Your lats are engaged. Taking those hands, walking them over to the right. You bring that left hand on top of that right. If you've got that range in your shoulders. And coming back through center. This time walking those hands over to the left. Those forearms are still lifted. If you want to bring that right hand and reach it on top of that left. Again, it's all about the range and openness you have in those shoulders. And inhaling back through center. And exhale, push back into that downward facing dog. If you're ready, you can take a little bit of the bend out of your knees. Still remembering to keep some. And we're just going to take about 5 breaths in this down dog. Options to play around here, do what feels good. You can warm up through your legs, doing a little pedaling through the feet, walking your dog. If you're ready and want to play with an inversion, go for it. If you have a wall, you can always bring your mat up to the wall and just play. Just test your body out, see what feels good. Not doing anything that your muscles aren't ready for. I'm a walk the dog kind of girl. I like to release my calves. Stretch out through that Achilles. Taking about 2 more breaths here. And last breath. We're going to alternate walking our legs up. So inhale, lift the right leg. And with an exhale, you're going to set that right foot down in front of the left. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, set it down in front of the right. Inhale the right. Exhale in front of the left. Inhale the left. Exhale in front of the right. Inhale the right. Exhale, maybe you're right in between your hands now. You have maybe 1 more. Inhale the left. Exhale the right. If you're not to the top of the mat, go ahead and get there and meet us in a forward fold. Releasing that head and neck down. Just let it hang heavy. Bending your knees as much as you need to here. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up to mountain. And exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale the mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower it down. Step or jump back into your plank. We're going to hold here. Really get your base here, pressing firmly down into those palms, into your fingers. Engage through that core, pulling that belly button to spine. You're pressing those heels back like you're stepping on the wall behind you. And lowering those knees down, lower belly all the way down. Inhale, take your cobra. Exhale, release. Inhaling back through box. And exhale back into the downward facing dog. Good, we're going to take that again. Options to get to the top of the mat. You're going to bend your knees. You can step, jump. If you want to work on some handstand hops to get you to the top, you can do that. Or you can just plain old walk all the way to the top. Meeting in a forward fold again, let it all hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten that back. And exhale, lower. Inhale, rise to mountain. And exhale, those hands to heart center. Good, inhale, sweep your hands to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back into that plank. We're holding here. Engaging that core. Getting that root lock. Grounding down. And setting those knees down. Lowering all the way to belly and chest. Inhale the cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale through your box. And exhale back into that downward facing dog. Last time through, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, step, jump, float, hop to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, really elongate through that spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to mountain. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to pause here just for a minute, taking a moment to set your intention. I like to leave this open to you. It can be an intention just purely for this next bit that we have left with each other on the mat. It can be an intention that you want to work on for the week. Something you want to see a change in your life. Whatever that intention might be, can be in the form of an I am statement. Sometimes I like to focus in on things I feel like maybe I'm struggling with in the moment. Or it could be just something you want to reinforce to yourself. I'm strong, I'm brave, I'm present. Together we're going to inhale that intention. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Step or jump back into that plank, holding here. Really ground down. Engage that root lock. And setting those knees down. Lowering all the way to the belly. Inhale through your cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale through box. And exhale back into that downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to lift our right leg up. And with an exhale, take that open hip twist. We're going to stay here for about 3 to 4 breaths. So you can hold steady. Or if you want to draw those hip circles, taking them in one direction and then reversing them in the other. One more breath. And with an exhale, re-extend, 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, warrior one. Right foot steps between the hands. And lifting up. Good. Holding here. Different options with your arms. You can keep them straight up. You can open up into goalposts if you want a little back bend. If your shoulders are tired and you just want to stay right here. And if you took your arms anywhere, bring them back up. And we're going to open up, warrior two. Checking your alignment here. Sometimes from 1 to 2, people have to rearrange their feet a little bit. So you want that heel to intersect that back foot. You're bending into that right knee. Is something that's easy to slowly get straighter and straighter. So really pushing into that front knee, reaching out through hands and feet, pressing out energetically like you were trying to pull something apart. Looking over that right hand, finding your drishti. And exhale, we're going to reverse. Inhale back into that warrior two. And we're going to float hands down. Left foot steps up, meets the right. And forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise to mountain. And exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, rise to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. This time, step or jump back into plank. You can keep the knees lowered, or if you're ready, go ahead and come through chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, and back into that downward facing dog. Good, taking it to the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend that knee, open hip twist. Again, here for 3 to 4 breaths, so stay or draw those hip circles. Reversing in the other direction. And coming into stillness. And with an exhale, extend that left leg. Inhale, bring that left foot in between your hands. And coming up, warrior one. Again, options here. Arms can be straight up. You could take them back into that goalpost. Maybe even a little reverse namaste. Or those hands can just be here at heart. Pressing through. Again, really pressing into this front knee. And with an inhale, arms rise. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Again, taking a moment here, looking at your alignment, see how your feet are intersecting one another. You have that generous bend in the left knee, trying, ideally, in theory, to get the left knee over that left ankle and opening up those arms, really pressing out energetically, looking over those left fingertips at that drishti. And with an inhale, reverse it back. And opening back up, warrior two. Cartwheeling hands down. We're in that lunge, stepping that right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhaling halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise to mountain. And exhale, hands to heart center. From here, we will add on, make that just a little bit faster, just to keep us warming up. So from here, rise to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Taking your flow step or jump back into plank through chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And back into that downward facing dog. Good. We're going to inhale, lift that right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, open up, open hip twist. Again, stay here, or if you're ready, you want to flip the dog. You can flip dog here. And if you flipped your dog, go ahead, return back, open hip twist. Exhale, re-extend that right leg. Inhale, right knee, right tricep tap. Exhale, send it back out. Inhale, right knee, left tricep tap. Exhale, send it back out. Inhale, bring that right knee into your nose. And exhale, set it down, setting up warrior one. Lift it up. Inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Finding your alignment. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Again, inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. One more time, inhale, reverse. And exhale, cartwheel. Those hands down, coming into that lunge. Pressing back through that left foot. Stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise to mountain. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Take your flow, step or jump back into that plank. Lower your knees or take your chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. And back into that downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, open hip twist. Stay or flip your dog. Inhale. Exhale. Flip dogs. Inhale, return. Open hip twist. Everyone exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, left knee, left tricep tap. Exhale, send it back out. Inhale, left knee, right tricep tap. Exhale, send it back out. Inhale, left knee to nose, round that spine. Exhale, set it up, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open up, warrior two. And inhale, reverse that warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands come down into that lunge. Step right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower it down. This time we're going to inhale through chair pose. Holding here for a couple breaths. Arms can be up. Arms can be at your heart center. Again, you can take that goalpost shape, opening up through the heart. Lots of options here. Can you get an inch lower? And another inch. Hold it, squeeze it. Find that root lock, find that engagement with your core. One more breath. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Taking your flow. Found myself at the back of the mat, so I'm going to shake it from there. Inhaling. And exhale back into that downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee, right tricep tap. Exhale, send it back out. Right knee, left tricep. And we're going to extend out. Fallen triangle. That right leg is extended. Left arm is up. You can always take this down, or you can drop down to that right knee. That's really what I meant to do. Not enough coffee yet this morning, you know. You can also, if you want to add more of that core engagement, lift that right leg. And bringing, regardless of where your foot is at, we're going to bring it through three-legged dog. Right leg lifted. Inhale, right knee to nose. And set it up. Warrior one, lift up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, this time we're going to take it through side angle. So, mentioned blocks earlier. This is a great opportunity to take those blocks to the inside of that right leg. That way you can stay up nice and tall. You want to think like you're between that plane of glass. And if you were to let your posture go forward, you would hit the glass, right? So, yes, I could super lean forward and bind like this, right? But I'm not opening up as the posture was intended. So by using a block, you can stay up. You can also bring that elbow to the right thigh. Top arm, maybe you want to take a half bind. You can look up and over that shoulder. Lots of options here. Most important thing is we keep breathing. We try and keep our posture in alignment as well as we can. Take 2 more breaths here. And if you took your arms anywhere else, lift it up. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse it back. And cartwheel those hands down. We're in that runner's lunge. From here, we're going to push up that left leg, standing split. And exhale, release that left leg down to the right. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling through chair. Hold it here. Bringing it low chair, abs to thighs, airplane arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. You got it. One more. Exhale, lower, abs to thighs. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rise to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, step, jumper, float through your flow. Remembering you can always skip it and meet back in down dog. Good. This time inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Exhale, send it back out. Inhale, left knee, right tricep, sending that right leg, left leg through, turning on that left side of your right foot, opening up, fallen triangle. Again, options here. If you want to drop down that knee, right? If we want to drop down that knee, we can still stay here, nice and elongated. You can even lift up that top leg. Or if you're here, and this is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, you can lift up that left leg, engage that core, inner thigh. Taking one more breath. Inhale, taking that left leg, take it back, three-legged jog. Inhale, setting up warrior one. Whew. Inhale through that warrior two. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Exhale, taking it to that side angle. Taking your different options for variations. Elbow down. Hands can come to the inside of that left leg. Again, you can use that block. Remembering that the fun thing about blocks is there are lots of levels, right? So if we want to have it flat, or maybe you need more and you come up to the highest height, lots of options. That top arm again can stay up. You can extend it up overhead or drop it down behind your back, really opening up. Most important thing, breathing and just trying to keep that posture and in alignment as much as you can. And doing what feels good, right? Ultimately, that's important. Taking two more breaths here. And inhale that top arm up. You took it anywhere else. Exhale, open up that warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel those hands down, coming forward into that lunge. And with an exhale, push up, right foot. Standing split on the left. Trying to keep those hips square. And with an exhale, setting that right foot down next to the left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, up through your chair. And exhale, low chair, abs to thighs, airplane arms. Inhale, up in the chair. Exhale, low chair, maybe coming to those toes, adding in a little balance. Up through chair, one more. Exhale, low chair. Again, maybe going for that toe balance. And inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, taking that flow. Remember, you can always hold plank, getting that core challenge. You can drop through your childs if you need just a breath. Or push back into that downward facing dog. Meeting here. Taking a nice big breath in. And with an exhale, side out. Again, inhale. Exhale, side out. Good, last time through this flow, we're gonna inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee, right tricep tap. Inhale. Exhale, right knee, left tricep tap. Send it through, fallen triangle. Exhale, send it back, three-legged dog. Inhale, lift up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, this time you're going to straighten that front leg. Bring it into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Same thing as with your side angle. You have options here for that block. Important thing again here is the protection of that spine, keeping it nice and long, not letting your chest cross over. You can drop that arm again behind your back. You do have the option to bind here if that's in your practice. We're going to take about 2 more breaths. Last breath. If you took that arm anywhere, bring it back up. And coming back through, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to that lunge. Inhale, lift that left leg up, standing split. And with an exhale, left foot comes down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, one time through chair. Hold it, hold it, hold it. One time through low chair. And inhale, rise it all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, taking that flow. Remembering all those options for holds, for releases, and ultimately meeting back downward facing dog. Last time here on this one, we're going to inhale, lift left leg. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, tap. Exhale, send it back out. Inhale, left knee, right tricep, tap. Shoot it out. Fallen triangle. And exhale, back into that three-legged dog. Inhale through warrior one. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale through side angle. Inhale, reverse. Straightening that front left leg. Exhale, coming through Trikonasana. Forming that triangle shape. Again, options here. If you want that block. Again, various levels. You can always just keep that elbow up on the thigh. Top arm can stay up. Again, it can reach over, or it can come behind that back. That back, your back. Breathing here. Taking 2 more breaths. Last breath. And bending into that left knee, opening up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down into your lunge. Exhale, standing split. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale through chair pose. Exhale. mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. This time we're going to stay down in our forward fold. You can step your feet out just a little bit wider than hips. And we're going to take one hand at a time under our foot, setting up for gorilla. And then just letting that head hang heavy. You can bend your knees as much as you need to make this happen. Walk those fingertips back to the heels. Toes are right along the wrist line. Wiggle those toes. Your wrists a little stretch. Really let your head hang heavy. Try not to hold it up. You do that all day long. And slowly bringing one hand out at a time, grasping for opposite elbows, coming into that ragdoll, maybe sway it side to side, or you can keep it still, shaking your heads, yes and no. And releasing those forearms. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, release, taking that last time through your flow. Making your movements intentional. Meeting back in that downward facing dog. And we're going to inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, step, jump, or float, feet to hands. Coming down to a seated position. Good, with feet firmly down on the mat, knees bent, arms are gonna come up. Step one, stay here, or maybe lift up 1 foot at a time. Keeping that nice alignment in your spine. You don't wanna round like this, right? That's not the purpose of the pose. Chest is shining through. Spine is nice and elongated, like you have that invisible string, the crown of your head pulling yourself up. Holding here. Exhale, low boat canoe. Inhale back into high boat. Exhale, low boat canoe. Inhale, lift it up. Lower down, last time, hold it, hold it, hold it. And release down all the way to the mat. Reach those arms above your head, take that nice long body stretch. Walking those hands and feet over to the right side. In that stretch through the side body. You can take that left leg across the right. Really opening up and walking it through center. This time over to the left. And just opening up through that right side body. And coming back through center. Setting up for wheel or bridge, your option. We're just going to take one. So setting those feet down. Inhale, lift up. You're in that bridge, squeezing those knees together, engaging those inner thighs, squeezing tight. Got 2 more breaths here. windshield wiper those legs side to side. And letting them fall over to one side, taking our spinal twist. Arms open up to a T, looking over the opposite shoulder. You can take your hand to the top of the knee if you want to press and open it a little bit more. I feel like it helps me to really get into the stretch a little bit more. I feel it all the way up, even into my shoulder blades. Good, bringing your knees back to center and letting them fall over to the opposite side, looking over that opposite arm. Again, I like to take my hand, press down on that top knee, really deepening that twist. And coming back through center, giving yourself a nice squeeze. And taking one final inversion before we settle into Shavasana. Lots of options here. You can take Happy Baby, legs up the wall, or waterfall, and then shoulder stand. If you want to throw in a headstand or handstand, you're more than welcome. I like to take my block and just set it right up under my sacrum and come up into that waterfall. This one is especially, well, any inversion is good. It helps regenerate that blood, forcing that blood to come back. Legs up the wall or waterfall, depending on your point of reference. Is one that they say, really you should be doing every day. Our legs put a lot of weight into our legs, right? They hold us up all day, and especially if you run or bike, or even if you just walk every day, it's good to give those a recharge. You can even just put it up an actual wall. They say you can set it for a timer for like 5 to 10 minutes. Might not be able to feel your feet afterwards, but it's one of those good for the body things. If you're in that shoulder stand, you can go into plow, deaf man's pose. If you're in Happy Baby, you can go ahead and hug in your knees to chest, or if you're in waterfall, and everyone returning, just hugging those knees in, and bringing that knee to nose, stretch it in, and exhale, release, set it down. Finding your most comfortable position here. Sometimes I like to rest a hand on my heart and a hand on my belly. You can bring your feet into a reclined butterfly if that's comfortable for you. Just finding stillness here. Just taking these last 2 minutes or so, trying to stay present on your mat. Not thinking about what's coming up, what's happened in the past, being totally present in the moment. Just taking these final moments for you. Free of distraction, of worry or stress. It's just you, your breath, and the mat. From here, I want you to go ahead and take that full body scan like we did at the beginning of class. See how you feel. How do you feel in comparison to when we first started? Hopefully you're a little bit more tired. But hopefully some of those areas where you were holding on to tightness or stress, anxiety, fear, any of those kind of emotions, see if you were able to let it go. From here, starting to wiggle our fingers and toes, turning head from side to side, and then reaching arms up above your head, reaching arms and legs opposite directions, really taking that nice long body stretch, and rolling on to your favorite side, curling up into that fetal position, giving yourself a nice squeeze. Thanking your body for getting you through this, for taking you through life. And slowly coming up into a seated position, keeping the eyes closed down. Again, whatever is most comfortable for you. Resting those hands on top of the knees, or again, you can have them in the lap. Soaking up these last moments of stillness together. Soaking up all that positive energy you created. And inhale, we sweep our arms up into the sky, capturing all those good vibes and energy, bringing those palms to touch, and closing hands down to heart center. I thank you so much for showing up today. Together we bow and say Namaste. Thank you guys so much for being present today, for being in the moment with me. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day. Bye.